Hello, and again, welcome to English Street for You, your space to listen, repeat, and learn English at a slow, natural pace. In this episode, one speaks slowly. I use clear, simple words and repeat ideas so that you can practice your pronunciation and build your confidence step by step. Today, we will talk about how to describe your day in English, not only with short sentences, but with full ideas. What do you do in the morning? What happens after lunch? What is your evening routine? By the end of this episode, you will be able to speak about your day in English using clear and natural sentences. Let's begin. Why this is important. Why is it important to practice speaking about your day in English? It is important because your day is real. It is something that happens to you every day. You know it well. You do not need to search for words or ideas. You do not need to speak about history, science, or politics. You just need to speak about your life. You can say at what time you wake up, what you eat for breakfast. You can say if you go to work or stay at home. You can say how you feel. Tired, busy, happy, or relaxed. And here's the best part. When you describe your own day, you practice real English, useful English, English that you can use with other people in real life. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to try. When you speak about your day, you begin to think in English. You begin to speak more naturally. You use simple, full sentences. You stop translating in your head, and you feel more confident when you speak. Example, imagine you meet someone new. He asks, "What did you do today?" If you have already practiced describing your day, you can answer. You can say, "I woke up at 7. I went to work. I drank coffee and answered emails. In the evening, I cooked dinner and watched television." That is already a full conversation. It is real communication. And that is your goal. Even if you are alone, even if you are not in an English class, even if you are shy, you still can practice speaking English just by telling about your day. So, when you do not know what to say, begin with something simple. What did I do today? At what time did I wake up? What did I eat? Where did I go? What did I do in the evening? These are good questions. They help you remember words. They help build strong English habits. They help think in full sentences without stress. You can do this in the morning to speak about yesterday. You can do this in the evening to recall today. You can even record yourself and listen later. The key is to keep everything simple. Use the English that you know. Do not worry about mistakes. Just speak. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. 1 sentence today, 2 sentences tomorrow, a whole story next week. Today, let's build this skill. Together, step by step, word by word, 1 real sentence at a time, morning sentences. Okay, let's practice some simple morning sentences together. Repeat each one slowly, just like in shadowing. Let's go. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Now repeat. Sometimes I wake up earlier, around 6:30, when I have a lot to do. Now repeat. If I go to bed late, I feel tired the next morning. I stay in bed for a few minutes and think about my day. I like to take a deep breath and stretch my arms and legs. Then I slowly sit up and get out of bed. I go to the bathroom and brush my teeth. I brush slowly and carefully for 2 minutes. Then I wash my face with cold water. It helps me wake up. Sometimes I take a quick shower, especially if I feel sleepy. When I take a shower, I like to listen to calm music or English audio. After the shower, I dry off and get dressed. I try to wear something clean and comfortable. Sometimes I wear jeans and a t-shirt. If I have a meeting or a class, I wear something more formal. Next, I go to the kitchen and prepare my breakfast. I usually eat something simple like toast, eggs, and fruit. Sometimes I eat cereal with milk and a banana. If I have more time, I make an omelet or oatmeal. I like to eat slowly to enjoy my food. I drink coffee almost every morning. Sometimes I drink green tea because it is light and refreshing. During breakfast, I sometimes watch a short video or read the news. Other days, I just enjoy the silence and listen to the birds outside. Before I leave the house, I check my phone. I look at the time and read my messages. I check the calendar to see if I have meetings or tasks. I pack everything I need into my bag, my phone, notebook, keys, and a water bottle. Then I put on my shoes and leave the house. My morning routine. Okay, let's do shadowing with a story. My morning routine. In this part, one will tell you a short story about my morning. You can listen and then repeat each sentence. You can pause after each line to repeat slowly. Ready? Let's begin. In the morning, I usually wake up around 7 o'clock. Sometimes I wake up earlier if I have a lot to do. I lie in bed for a few minutes and think about the day ahead. I stretch my arms, yawn a little, and slowly get up. Then I go to the bathroom and brush my teeth for 2 full minutes. After that, I wash my face with cold water. This really helps me wake up. If I feel sleepy, I take a warm shower. I often listen to relaxing music when I take a shower. It helps me feel calmer and more focused. After the shower, I put on clean clothes and look at my hair in the mirror. Then I go to the kitchen and start making breakfast. I usually eat 2 slices of toast with butter and jam. And sometimes I add a boiled egg. I drink a big cup of coffee. This is very important for me in the morning. During breakfast, I sit by the window and look outside. Sometimes I hear birds singing and enjoy the quiet moment. Before I leave the house, I check my phone. I look at the time, my to-do list, and my schedule for the day. Then I prepare my bag. I make sure I have everything I need: my phone, wallet, notebook, and sometimes a snack. Finally, I put on my jacket and shoes, open the door, and go out to start my day. Final morning practice sentences. Okay, let's say a few final practice sentences together. Again, you can repeat right after me. Every morning is a little different, but I try to keep a good routine. When I start my day with English, I feel more focused. I am proud of my progress, and I will keep moving forward. Afternoon routine. Okay, now let's move on to the afternoon, the middle of the day. Many people are busy after lunch. Some go to work, some go to school, and some stay at home and take care of the house or family. Whatever you do, the afternoon is a good time to use English. Even if you are busy, you can still listen. You can still repeat. You can still practice, even for just 5 or 10 minutes. Let's learn some common sentences together. Try to repeat after me slowly and clearly. Practice sentences. In the afternoon, I return to work. Sometimes after a meal, I feel a little sleepy. I check my emails and answer the important ones first. I often read messages from colleagues or classmates. Usually I have 1 or 2 meetings in the afternoon. Sometimes I meet with a client or a manager to discuss tasks. If I work from home, I sit at my desk and open my laptop. I type reports or prepare presentations. I also look at my calendar to know what I need to do next. I like to keep my desk clean and tidy. It helps me think clearly. Usually I take a short break around 3 o'clock. I make a cup of tea or drink some water. Sometimes I have a small snack, fruit or cookies. If I have time, I take a short walk to get some fresh air. Even 10 minutes outside helps me feel better. If the weather is nice, I walk around the block or sit in the sun. When I have free time in the afternoon, I study English. Sometimes I listen to a podcast while I walk. Other times I read a short article or story online. I also watch slow English videos to practice listening. I repeat short phrases out loud to practice speaking. Shadowing helps me speak more fluently and clearly. Before I finish work, I write down what I have done. This helps me stay organized and ready for the next day. Sometimes I write down one new word I learned today. I like to review my English notebook before I finish the day. My afternoon story. Now I will tell you a story about my afternoon time. You can listen, pause, and repeat after me. Try to copy my rhythm and intonation. This is a great way to practice shadowing and learning. In the afternoon, I usually return to my desk to continue working. I check my emails and write a to-do list for the second half of the day. I often have a video meeting with my team. We talk about what we did in the morning and what we will do next. The meetings are usually short, about 30 minutes. After the meeting, I take a short break. I go to the kitchen and make a cup of tea or black coffee. I drink slowly while standing by the window. Sometimes I go outside to get some fresh air. If I have free time, I use it to study English. Usually I listen to a podcast like this one or read a short story. Sometimes I watch a video where the speaker talks slowly. I pause the video and repeat the sentences. This is shadowing. It helps me speak more naturally and understand better. Before I finish work for the day, I write a short summary of what I did. I also write one sentence in English to describe how I feel. For example, today I finished all my work, and I am proud of myself. Or, today I didn't study much, but tomorrow I will try again. This helps me take a pause, reflect, and stay motivated. Okay, now it's your turn. You can pause this episode for a minute. Try to tell a story about your afternoon time just like I did. What do you usually do after lunch? Do you go to work? Do you go to classes? Do you stay at home and rest or study? Use short sentences. It's okay if it's only 3 or 4 lines. The goal is to speak, not to be perfect. Prompts for speaking practice. Okay, let's try a few sentence starters together to help you speak. I will say the beginning of a sentence, and you try to finish it. Okay? In the day, I usually, MHM, very good. In the afternoon, I like to, good job. Sometimes I feel, well done. Usually I take a break at, great. Before the day ends, very good. Evening and night. Evening is a special time, a time to relax and reflect on the day. Let's repeat a few useful sentences. I come home at 6 p.m. I take off my shoes and sit down for a few minutes to rest. Sometimes I watch the news or listen to music to relax. I cook dinner or order food if I feel tired. I have dinner at the table with my family. We talk about our day and share stories. After dinner, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. Sometimes I take a short walk after dinner. Before bed, I read a book or listen to calming music. I take a shower and brush my teeth. I go to bed around 10:30 or 11. Summary and closing. Okay, you just listened to my full routine. Now I want you to talk about your day. Here's how you can do it. First, think about your day. What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? Do you work, study, or take care of the house? What do you do in the afternoon? What is your evening like? What do you do before bed? You can talk about today or describe a typical, ordinary day. Well done today. You listen to a complete daily routine. You practice new vocabulary. You repeated full sentences. And most important, you try to speak English. This is real progress. You are not just learning English. You are using English. You are living in English one sentence at a time. Keep building your confidence. Keep practicing your daily routine until it becomes easy. And now, come back to this episode often. Listen again, repeat again, and each time add more to your story. This is English Unleashed. I'm Tom, and I am proud of your effort. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Goodbye for now.